is RSR Drift Festival 2023, celebrating 20 years of RSR, celebrating drifting and Team USA against some Japanese legends and some iconic vehicles here. So 4 drivers representing Formula Drift USA, 4 drivers representing Japan, and we have kind of a really unique format. We'll start with a Backie competition. We'll get to head-to-head USA versus Japan, and then we even have a team drift competition. All killer, no filler. Thank you so much for joining us. And are you ready to meet our drivers, our pilots representing Japan? All right, well, we kick things off with the Japanese driver. He is piloting the RSR S15. This gentleman, he gets a lot of respect from the drifting community. So let's make some noise for our first driver. That is Tetsuya Habino. We got a packed house here, super excited. And this gentleman, oh my gosh, this guy has so much flair. Make some noise, piloting that Mark IV RSR Toyota Supra. You know him, you love him. Make some noise for Max Arito. Running down that RSR car lineup. They call this the fusion of vehicles. You got the American TRD motor under the hood of the 86 with the Norwegian driver behind the wheel. 3-time Formula Drift champion. It is Frederick, the Norwegian Hammer Asbo. Next to him, another driver representing Formula Drift USA, 2nd overall the championship, and he is excited to be here piloting a tried and true LS-powered S13 field suspension pedal commander. Make some noise for Ori Backie. Now we'll go to that back row, the iconic livery of HKS with the Yokohama tires. This gentleman is a weapon behind the wheel. Make some noise for NOB, Nobuteru Taniguchi! Another Japanese driver moving down the line, but again, this vehicle I know kind of blows up the internet. One of the most iconic vehicles in Japan, the FDRX7, running the Apex Apex integration. Make some noise for Yuichi Imamura! Moving down the line, representing USA. You'll see him running the black hole, the royal purple BMW wagon. It is Dylan, the Dozer Hughes. Last but definitely not least, he runs the black and red. Unfortunately, lost a cylinder in his engine, so he went from All-American to All-JDM. Representing the USA 777, the beast from the Bay. It is Matt Field. Thank you to Wataru Masayama for loaning that vehicle. Overall, some amazing drivers, some amazing vehicles, and the stage is set. The battle brackets will be set because we're gonna have the biggest Backie for qualifying order.
Well, it's such a unique thing that we're about to embark on here. Instead of in a traditional qualifying, we've got the biggest Backie, and so line is kind of out the window, and we've got 4 criteria. Basically, it is a huck it contest, and the top 4 qualified Japanese drivers will go against the top 4 qualified American drivers after those 2 non-consecutive runs. So there will be a winner of the biggest Backie, but the way that we get our Grade 8 bracket placed is by this competition here.
Yeah, and talk about the criteria here. This is what we're looking at. Biggest possible angle, longest period of time. How long can you hold it? Most consistent momentum, and least amount of front wheel input, right? So minimal corrections. You don't want to see those front wheels flopping around and trying to adjust to get it in. Scores 0 to 100 per run. You got 2 runs, non-consecutive, so the best runs count. So it's going to be a little expression session here as we're about to fire up the engines.
You might be wondering, how did we decide the order and the starting positioning of the drivers? Well, we actually had them draw numbers yesterday at random, and so the way that they will be going from the 1st driver to the 8th driver was essentially by a matter of luck.
This is how we did it yesterday. There we are. So Dylan Hughes going 2nd. Odi Bakshi's getting that number 1. Look at Matt Field, he's got 6. So somewhere near the back, that might benefit him with this new vehicle. Frederick Asbo drew number 3.
Number 3.
What do we got here for Imamura? And he got, looks like, can't see it there exactly. Oh, number 4 for Max. Oh, okay, Imamura got 5th. There we go, Habino with number 7, so that meant Nobuteru Taniguchi, without being present, gets number 8, so he'll be the last one in that HKS 86. Gentlemen, are you ready to send it? All right. right, so Odi Bakshis, originally from Lithuania, now residing in Wrightwood, California. 2 non-consecutive runs. Backie, Owada-san says send it. Let's go.
Come on, Odi, just like yesterday, bud.
What's Odi got? Again, we're looking for consistency, length, gangster. Come on.
Oh!
Yo! What a way to start. Send it in there. He saw a little bit of slapping the wheels on the front, but I like the commitment.
He had the angle, he had the duration. The only thing that he could have done a little bit better, but it was a smart move, so he didn't go into the tires. He had to make the front wheel adjustment.
Yep, that was good. So here we go. Odi Bakshis, 95.33 out of the gates.
They went big right out of the gate. Not a lot of room for margin there.
Mary Lorette, 4 stars. There we go. All right, next up, Dylan Hughes, the dozer, diesel dozer, competes in a 2JZ BMW. Wind it up, lick the stamp, send it. Got the Japanese version of Matt Sopa on the line out there.
Let's go.
Here we go, rolling that black pole.
Uh-oh.
Here we go, what do we got for us? Dylan Hughes throws it in. Big swagger wagon. Oh, he comes out of it. Grips in, he goes rally. Oh, looks like the car gripped up a little bit too much. Maybe a little scared there? What do you think?
Well, I mean, equally he had the angle. He obviously didn't push as deep into the zone, which is not a requirement. But as you said, he kind of pulled out of it a little bit. So just like compared to the Odi, I think it'll be a lower score. But now he kind of knows what he needs to do. Here we go at 86 for Dylan Hughes.
Right, 86.
And what we were really kind of observing, because the scores, they each get 100 points, and then those 100 points are averaged over 3 judges. That's how you're going to get those decimal points.
Frederick Osbo warming up the tires on his Toyota V8 powered RSR 86.
You know, he has had a lot of success in this car. He's comfortable with it, and I saw him throw down some sick runs yesterday.
Okay, all right. Well, 3-time FD USA champ Frederick, the Norwegian hammer Osbo, ready to see what he can do. Come on, we go to the V8 powered 86. Come on, Freddie. What do you got? Drop the hammer. Big swing back. Goes in and out the gangster flick. That was good. I like the fluidity of that one.
Yeah. And
he seemed really committed. He filled all the zone, and like you said, we're not looking for them, but I think that's going to show the precision of that Backie as opposed to just backing it in. And here we go, 92.6. You called it, baby. There you go.
So what I'm seeing there is they're really taking the term Backie to heart, which is, I think, what the fans want to see.
Now we have our first pilot representing Formula Drift Japan, Max Arito. He's got the tinsel hanging off the back wing, and we are ready to send it. The RSR iconic Toyota Supra, Max Arito behind the wheel. Let's see what kind of Backie we can see here from Max Arito. Let's not see minimum Arito. We want to see Max Arito. So very fluid. That kind of felt very similar to what Freddie just did and performed in the RSR 86. He filled all that zone, but we want to see just more impact, right? Just punch you in the face. So 83.66, Max Arito sits in 4th. And we are now seeing the FD RX-7, Yoichi Imamura. Here we go, Imamura.
Let's go, baby.
Let's see what you got. Imamura with the FD RX-7, fills all the zone. Again, more of a fluid run. I don't think that's the Backie we're looking for, but
safe run, safe run.
It's pretty clear cut.
Wait for him. I think Camino has got a couple in him, though. I saw him do probably the best one I've seen so far this weekend. Yeah, making big claims.
And the judges speak. Unfortunately, he is the lowest score we've seen so far, 79.66. So the judges making it clear. Up next, we got Matt Field. So Matt Field again, Wataru Masayama loaning his vehicle to Matt Field. Fortunately, he dropped a valve, it bounced around, and that's not what you need. So lost a cylinder, and then in doing that, it's just not even turning over. So he was going to potentially run it on 7 cylinders, but he said, nah, it's just let's make some calls, and that was really solid of Masayama. So let's see how quickly Matt Field adapts to, you know, a loaned vehicle. I'm sure he'd risk it a little bit more if he was behind the wheel of his car, you know, but Owada-san says send it. Here we go. Matt Field piloted this S15.
Come on, Matt, let's go.
Let's get it, Matt. Little flick of the wrist.
Okay.
Throws it in. Okay. Again, quickly adapts. forgoes that outside zone, but got aggressive. But again, the car hooked up. Seems like it gripped and did not give him the Backie he was looking for. Oh, he still fares well on 87.33. So I think the commitment really fared well for him. The smoothness of it, maybe the momentum, but all that as we progress on. And we will see our next driver here, which is Tatsuya Hibino in this, I believe it's a twin turbo VQ S15. Here we go, Hibino threw down in practice, and there we go! Hibino flicks it in aggressively. He smooths out, we talked about that being. That was impressive, it was good momentum. Want to rewind it and see the wheels. It's
going to be in the mix.
It's going to be in the mix. Could that supersede Odi Bakshi's 95.33? Well, guess what? 95.33, that is the same score that Odi Bakshi's has got. So it's a tie. It's going to come down. I would assume we'd defect to who is the best two.
Yeah, it's going to be that if there is a tie, the tiebreaker would be that whatever the second score is.
One more driver left to go, and his name stakes a claim, and that's NOB, no one better, Nobuteru Taniguchi in that HKS 86. Here we go. Nobuteru Taniguchi, what do you got for us? Straight line approach. Throws in a little bit of a handbrake kick. I feel like this goes against his fundamental kind of mental. He's like, what am I doing?
He was going for the L.
Yeah. Just nice, clean, fluid. Want to see that impact, dude, that punch you in the face. You know, it's like eating hot sauce. You're just like, oh, gosh.
Yeah.
I don't know why I like it, but I like it. The score's coming in. Boom, an 88 puts him into that number 4 position. So there we can see our biggest back result after run 1. Right now, a tie for first. Hibino, Bakshi's, Osbo, Taniguchi, Hatfield, Dylan Hughes, Arito, and Imamura. Don't go anywhere. Suzuka Twin Circuit playing host to RSR Drift Festival 20th anniversary. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. How are we doing out there, Japan? Thank you so much for joining us out here. Absolutely beautiful day. This is the second round of qualifying in the biggest Backie competition. Let's get things kicked off at the top of the order. So right now, a tie for first. Odi Bakshi's 95.3, Tatsuya Hibino, Frederick Osbo, Taniguchi, Hatfield, Dylan Hughes, Arito, and Imamura. Here comes Odi Bakshi's.
Come on, Odi, give us 100.
Just back it up. Just back it with a Backie. You a fine mother drifter, won't you back it up? Here we go.
Yeah!
Odi slides it in. Aggressive flick.
That one was better.
That looks good, man.
That one was better because the front wheels were more consistent.
Yep.
I think he stepped it up.
Okay. Ryan's got the power.
I'm making claims.
Yeah, you are. Absolutely.
And it was a slightly different approach. He didn't really use as much of the entirety of the track.
Second score was 94.33, so the better of the two, 95.3.
So now it's making me think even more that they're putting a ton of importance on the overall angle hit. Because I think the angle was a little bit lower there, but the momentum was better.
As Dylan Hughes, a lot of diverse driving for Dylan Hughes, both 4 wheels and 2 wheels.
He rides dirt bikes, I do too. And
here we go, Dylan Hughes. Wants to get that. He says it's running full boost. Roland Cole with the the big swagger wagon. Oh, he shoots in on the inside again. Good commitment. And now it looks wrapping out the rest of the course.
I think that was better than his first one.
I think so too.
It was deeper angle for a longer period of time. He still kind of pulled up on the inner part of the course there, but I think he improved there. That was a great job by Dylan.
He does better. Yeah, so he had an 86 on his first run, an 88.33, so he does better it.
Oswald does not want to be outdone.
No. Yep, risk it for the biscuit. Keep it off the wall, but let's get gangster.
95.33, the score to beat here.
Frederick Osbo.
LFG.
Let's see what you got. Big whip into a nasty flick back. Yeah. Minimal correction from those front wheels, man. I mean, those front wheels, I felt like he just take a look as we run it back line. When he flicked it into that first outside zone, the wheels hardly moved.
That was the perfect marriage between the balance of the biggest angle that you can get and keeping those front wheels consistent and smooth, and also really focusing on that forward momentum. That was a great effort there by Frederick Osbo.
Yeah. All right, so here we go, Frederick Osbo, and just slightly less on that second run. So the 92.66.
The angle is reigning supreme.
Yeah.
Go past 90.
Well, as Freddie finishes his run, let's throw it down to Robin Nishida down in the pits, who's with our current leader.
All right, I am right here with Odi Bakchis. He is currently leading the pack with the Backie contest. So how does it feel to do a Backie contest at a competition?
It feels great, man. This is what we like to do outside of competition. When we go and jam with our friends, we just try to huck it more backwards until we almost spin. So it's great to actually be able to do this for competition.
Do you think somebody's going to beat your score as of now?
I think there's a lot that you can do on this track, and I pushed it really hard in practice, pulled my bumper off, so I know you could get crazier. You know, I toned it down a little bit for just right now, but you know, it's a balance of massively backwards, and then you're going to have a little correction to be online, or you throw it in less and have less correction but less backwards. So,
all right, great job.
Here comes Max Arito with a little Japanese flair mullet rolling off the back there. Currently has an 83.66. I'm expecting big things here from Max. This ain't no minimum Arito. We need to see Max Arito. Maximum overdrive. Max Arito throws it in smooth, buttery, fills all the zones.
He wanted to.
Yeah. Oh, and he spins out. So, you know, it's all good. I think Max is going to have to live in the 83.66 as the scores are coming in. 80.66, so still gets a score, smooths it out, but currently sits in 7th. Back to Yoichi Imamura in the Apex FD-RX-7. Imamura, bottom of the totem pole. Let's see if Imamura can back it up like a drummer chick. Oh. Okay, fills that zone. Okay. Again, you're driving a Smithsonian level vehicle. You want to keep it off the wall. You know what I mean? You break you by?
Yeah, I think you definitely break you by, and you know, it's amazing to just see history in front of us here.
80.66. Unfortunately, Imamura will stay at the bottom of the totem pole, so he'll go against what could potentially be Odi Bakchis, the #1 ranked American driver, but Matt Field would love to get into his way, but borrowing that vehicle from Masuyama. Momo Forge Star GT Radial, but here we go. This is Matt Field.
Huck it.
Huck it. Huck yeah. Whips it in.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy! Ah, he tried. He tried. That was funny. It snapped back.
That's A for effort.
Yeah. So Matt. So again, this does solidify Odi Bakchis as the highest-ranked FD US driver. And there it is, 66.6666. As we move on to our next driver, which should be that'll be Tetsuya Habino. Again, Habino had some amazing runs. So
this could be for the overall lead, right?
This could be for the overall lead, but remember, we already going to have it slotted. So Odi does lock in the top-ranked American or driver representing Formula Drift USA. Habino right now is, again, top-ranked Japanese driver. So he needs a 94.33 or better, or 94.34 or better to best Odi Bakchis. Here comes Habino. Yo! Big extra flip, throws it in, fills it in. Habino going for it, baby!
That might do it.
That might do it.
That might do it.
Yo, applause erupts.
That might do it.
Sorry, Odi. I'm gonna say it. That's it. He just sunk the sword in, dog. Habino backs it up like a dump truck.
I think all you got to do is gauge your natural reaction. I mean, look at that.
Boom.
Holds it. Very precise. A little bit of unwinding there, but super big angle for a long period of time. On those two criteria right there, and the aggressive approach, and how close he got, that was sick, man. Unbelievable. Look at that. Oh.
Habino. It's Habib. Yes, that's right. He jumps up the ranks.
Amazing approach.
Sorry, Odie. 97.66. Yeah. I mean, this is all for fun.
I'm with it.
Yeah, I mean, let's throw it down to Robin Ishida, who's with Matt Field.
So how does it feel for you to be in this car? I know you're not in your Corvette that you're usually in, and I know you were really excited. You were laying down some crazy runs yesterday during practice. Unfortunate things happened to your car, but how does it feel to be in a ball car, and also how does it feel to be in a Backie contest?
Yeah, not the thing that I want to do with learning lap by lap. We got like 5 laps this morning before attempting to throw it backwards, but honestly, it's a great car. By Now Japan and Wataru Masayama, like they have a real sick car, so I'm thankful that they were able to drive through the night and bring it to me just for me to be able to do a couple laps out there. I hope to learn more, but literally every single lap I'm getting used to it because it could not be more different than the Corvette. The right-hand drive thing is one thing, but the power, the tire, how it steers, everything is different, so it's a learning experience.
Yeah, but you're doing good in a very different car, so back to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Let's go.
Matt Field and
Little
Habino.
dance.
Yeah, Habino's hype, dude. So,
So he's going to win overall, looks like.
I mean, he's still got Nobuteru Taniguchi.
Yeah.
Knob's got 1 run to seal the fate. And here comes Nobuteru Taniguchi in the HKS 86. Let's see, we got straight line approach, flicks it in.
Oh.
Okay, I might have spoken too soon. I like that straight line approach. He didn't have that big swing thing, but a straight line, but still kept rotating.
He was kind of trying to do that, I think, last run.
Yeah.
It was trying to get, he just got here, right? He hasn't been practicing with the rest of the guys, so he's really coming into this a lot fresher. That was amazing. A different approach, but he's able to keep angle in it. Right here, see, he starts pouring on the angle right there. Draws a pretty nice line around that last section. I don't think it's going to beat Habino, but that was, I think the second run was definitely better than the first.
I'm just going to say it. No, that's not going to be enough. Habino threw down a heater of a Backie. A 90.66, so he jumps up a considerable amount. But again, so second highest Japanese driver, the Japanese legends. But Odi Bakshi and Habino are top ranked, respectful drivers in their category. So let's throw it down to Robbie Nishida, who is with, I hope, Habino.
All right, I am here with Habino. Let me ask him how he feels to be the Backie King of Japan and also for the contest today. さあ、今日のバック進入、勝ちました。そして多分日本で、今の走りをしなきゃいけないドライバーの中で一番ね、成功例としては日比野選手が一番かもしれないんですが、今の一言、気分を一言。
いや練習で1回だけいいのがあって、今日本番で見せれればいいなと思ってたんですよ。それがね、皆さんの前で2本目で出せれて、本当にね、自分も決まったなって1本が見せれました。
So he had a really good run yesterday or during practice, and he wanted to show that to you guys. And out of the 2 runs that he had, he was able to do it. As he made that run, he felt that it was good, and it was good enough to show you guys. So he's really happy about that. Let me go ahead and ask him how he feels to be here with the U.S. drivers. ね、アメリカから来てるドライバーとかと一緒に走ってる、ちょっと感想も一言お願いします。
いやもうね、アメリカではもうすごいドライバーってもう自分でもね。ライブでしか見たことない人みたいな本当にすごい人が今表でねみんなで一緒に走れるってことですごく自分も緊張しながら楽しみたいと思うしで皆さんの前でねいい追走でもやっぱり見せたいなと思うんで、はい、緊張なく解放して楽しんでいきたいと思います。
He said he's a little nervous and also having a great time because those are the guys that he's only seen on live stream, so never met in person, but he knows that they're the greatest drivers that they have in the U.S. and he does get nervous, but he's going to try not to get nervous. And for the tandems, he just wants to show off his skills in front of everybody, and he wants everybody to enjoy it, and he also wants to enjoy it. じゃあ楽しんでください。
はい、ありがとうございます。
All right, well, thank you so much.
And this will conclude the biggest Backie. We'll have our bracket. We'll take a quick break, get those guys all dialed in, and then boom, we're on our way.